Hey everyone, welcome to the Stuff You Should Think About. I'm your host, G, and today we're diving into a topic that's close to everyone's heart: New Year's. Whether you're someone who counts down with bated breath or someone who rolls your eyes at the fresh start hype, there's no denying that December 31st to January 1st is one of the most universally celebrated transitions in the world. So, what's the deal with New Year's? Why do we gather in crowds, make wild resolutions, and eat 12 grapes at midnight? How did we decide January 1st is the start of the year? And what's the science behind those explosive fireworks? Buckle up because today we're unpacking the history, the global traditions, the psychology, and even the chemistry behind this annual phenomenon. Let's get started. The roots of New Year's. Let's start with the basics. Why January 1st? It seems obvious, but many cultures don't mark the new year on this date. The answer lies in calendar systems. The modern Gregorian calendar used by most of the world today was introduced in 1582 by Pope Gregory the 13th, but its roots go back to Julius Caesar, who reformed the Roman calendar in 46 BCE. The Romans celebrated the start of the new year in March, honoring Mars, the god of war. January wasn't the big deal it is now. So, how did January 1st become the official start of the year? Blame Janus, the Roman god of beginnings and transitions. He depicted with two faces, one looking to the past and one looking to the future, as the month of Janus. January marked a time of reflection and renewal. During the calends of January, priests would go door to door collecting taxes and making sacrifices. Over time, this evolved into a broader celebration of a fresh start. But here's where it got interesting. When Pope Gregory introduced his new calendar to the to fix the drift in the Julian calendar, which was off by 11 minutes per year, add up, and that's 10 days, many countries resisted. England and its colonies didn't adopt the Gregorian calendar until 1752, which means for a long time, New Year's was celebrated from March 25th to April 5th. In some places, imagine being confused about when the year even started. So, January 1st became the universal New Year date thanks to a mix of Roman mythology, papal decree, and a global push for calendar consistency. Now that we've got the when and why of the date, let's talk about the how. New Year's isn't just one monolithic tradition, it's a global tapestry of customs. Let's take a tour. Spain and Mexico. At midnight, Spaniards and many in the Americas eat 12 grapes, one with each chime of the clock. Each grape symbolizes a month of the coming year. The idea to have no bad months. Fun fact: this tradition started in the 19th century when Spanish farmers realized the grape harvest coincided with New Year's, so they promoted it as a festive way to eat. Leftovers. In Japan, people head to shrines in their new shigatsu, New Year's clothes, often before the clock strikes midnight. They also eat tangerines, which resemble golden coins and symbolize wealth. And yes, there are fireworks called Hatsumo, but also red bean soup to ward off evil spirits. Scotland, they throw Hogamy parties that last days. One tradition is first footing, visiting neighbors with gifts like coal for warmth, shortbread, or a single sock to symbolize prosperity. In Brazil, wearing white is believed to bring luck and purity. Think of it as a massive glittery fashion statement. In Switzerland, in the village of Rudi, they toss giant bowls of broken pots and pans into the river. It's called Nagfest. and symbolizes throwing out old to make way for the new. And let's not forget the ball drop in Times Square, which began in 1907 as a marketing stunt for the New York Times. The original ball was made of iron and wood. Today it's a glittering LED masterpiece. These traditions aren't random, they're steeped in symbolism. Whether it's the red envelopes of Chinese New Year, lucky money for prosperity, or the fireworks in Italy to scare away evil spirits, cultures have found creative ways to mark the moment between years. Let's geek out for a second. Why do we divide time into years, months, and days? The answer is astronomy. A year is the time it takes the Earth to orbit the Sun, about 365.24 days. The problem, that extra 24, or should I say 0.24 day adds up. If we ignore it, seasons would shift over centuries, entering leap years, adding an extra day every 4 days. But wait, there's a catch. To correct for overcompensation, the Gregorian calendar skips leap years for years divisible by 100 unless they're divisible by 400. So 2000 was a leap year, but 1900 wasn't. Mind blowing, right? But here's the kicker: some cultures use lunar calendars where months are based on the moon's phases. The Chinese New Year, for example, falls between January 21st and February 20th. The Persian New Year, Nowruz, is on the spring equinox, March 20th or March 21st. These systems highlight how different cultures have synced time to their environment. The psychology of resolutions. Why do we fail and how to succeed? New Year's resolutions. Probably ones you made and ones you've already forgotten. But why do we do this? In 2000, a study by the University of Scranton found that only 8% of people achieved their resolutions. Yikes. But why? Two words: ambition and accountability. Goals like get in shape are too vague. Without a plan, it's easy to fall back into old habits. The good news: a 2013 study by Wharton's Catherine Milkman found that fresh start anchors boost motivation. That's why New Year's is such a popular time for goal setting. It's a mental reset. The key is to pair that energy with smart goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound. For example, instead of I want to be healthier, try I'll go to the gym 3 times a week and track my progress on a calendar. And hey, celebrate small wins. Every 10 push ups is a victory. Let's talk about fireworks. What's the chemistry behind those colors? Fireworks contain metal salts that emit specific wavelengths of light when heated. Strontium chloride equals red, barium chloride equals green, copper equals blue. The boom comes from a rapid combustion that creates a shock wave. Boom. But did you know some cities are switching to eco friendly alternatives like projections on buildings or laser shows? They're less noisy, less polluting, and safer for pets and wildlife. Also fascinating, the psychology of countdowns. Studies show that anticipation heightens our emotional response. The longer we wait, the more meaningful the moment feels. That's why the 30-second countdown on TV or the clanging of the church bells taps into something primal. This is the moment worth waiting. Fun facts: the world's largest New Year celebration, Sydney, Australia, with around 1.5 million people watching a 450-meter fireworks display over the Opera House. In Georgia, the county, people toss grapefruit into the air to symbolize throwing out the old year. Ever wondered why you kiss at midnight? It comes from the Norse mythology, where people kiss to honor the god Odin's return in the new year. So, as we wrap up, here's my takeaway: New Year's is more than just a date change. It's a cultural event, a scientific marvel, and a personal milestone. Whether you're making resolutions, eating grapes, or just enjoying chaos, it's a reminder that even in a world of chaos, we love to mark the passage of time with joy, hope, and a little bit of firework magic. As we head into the new year, I'll leave you with this. What's your tradition? Do you have a unique way of celebrating? Let me know in the comments wherever you view your podcast. I'd love to hear your story. Thanks for listening to the Stuff You Should Think About podcast.